Steven Seagal, master of Aikido and Hollywood action star, against Brock Lesnar, the MMA and professional wrestling champion. What would happen if these two legends faced off?
Very surprised. It's almost like you're at a loss for words here.
By analyzing their martial arts backgrounds, signature techniques, and physical strengths, we will try to illustrate what it would be like when these two warriors go head-to-head. Steven Seagal, standing firm with his Aikido skills, began his martial arts journey at an early age. This tough and handsome man was born on April 10, 1952 in Lansing, Michigan. His mother, Patricia Ann Fisher, was a medical technician, while his father, Samuel Stephen, worked as a high school teacher. During his teenage years, his family moved to Fullerton, and Seagal continued his education at Buena Park High School. Seagal's first job was as a dishwasher at a restaurant called The Wagon Wheel. Noticing his quick movements, a Japanese Shotokan karate expert who was the cook at the restaurant decided to give him basic karate training. This marked the beginning of Seagal's long martial arts journey. In 1964, he began studying Aikido under the guidance of Harry Kiyoshi Ishisaka. In his late teens, Seagal moved to Japan with his father, who was visiting the country for military reasons, and they decided to stay there permanently. Many might not know that Brock Lesnar also competed in Japan. After leaving WWE, Lesnar did not immediately run to the NFL or UFC. Instead, he fought in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Lesnar once won the heavyweight championship in a fantastic fashion in his first match, defeating opponents with a sumo background who were much heavier than him. Steven Seagal also achieved great success in the land of the rising sun. He earned a 7th degree black belt and the title of Shihan in Aikido. This Japanese term is used in various martial arts to honor senior martial arts practitioners. Furthermore, Seagal became the first foreigner in Japan to successfully run an Aikido dojo. Aikido is a Japanese martial art developed in the early 20th century by Morihei Ueshiba. Aikido focuses on harmonizing with an opponent's energy rather than directly opposing it. Aikido techniques involve circular movements that redirect the opponent's force, using their momentum against them. Aikido practitioners typically avoid direct confrontation, preferring to guide attacks into controlled movements. The techniques in Aikido emphasize efficiency, using minimal physical strength by applying joint locks, throws, and precise strikes. Combat in Aikido often involves manipulating the attacker's joints, such as the wrist, elbow, or shoulder, to immobilize or off-balance them. To defend themselves, practitioners often deflect attacks by blending with the incoming force and redirecting it through circular movements. This technique focuses on disrupting the opponent's balance, making them vulnerable to being subdued. Aikido techniques can also be adapted to various combat situations, making them versatile for different types of opponents and arenas. Overall, the philosophy of Aikido, with its emphasis on blending, circular movements, and minimal force, distinguishes it as a martial art focused on harmony and effective self-defense. On the other hand, there stands Brock Lesnar with his background in Greco-Roman wrestling. Brock Lesnar's WWE debut was unforgettable for WWE fans.
I know who it is, but what's he doing out here? Oh, he's destroying!
His initial appearances involved him entering the ring and demolishing other wrestlers. In his official WWE debut match against Jeff Hardy, Lesnar not only defeated Hardy, but also knocked him out. WWE matches ending in a knockout are extremely rare, but Brock Lesnar managed to KO Jeff Hardy, which significantly boosted his fame. After leaving WWE and NJPW, Lesnar sought other pursuits that kept him within the realm of sports and professional fighting. He eventually succeeded in joining MMA and secured a contract with UFC. During his
Lesnar is the new UFC!
Brock Lesnar also opponents of similar weight, few seemed able to match his combination of muscle mass and speed. His fighting style can be summarized as ground and pound, which means he moved quickly to take down his opponent. He typically moved to the side to gain control, and then began attacking with punches and elbows while ensuring he kept his opponent pinned beneath him.
Up against the fence, big trouble. That's it. Trying to finish it.
He wasn't the toughest MMA fighter, and his weaknesses were likely his stamina and his stand-up fighting abilities. However, his superior wrestling skills and brutal fighting style enabled him to defeat several tough opponents, potentially including someone as skilled as Steven Seagal. Although Seagal has extensive martial arts training and has trained prominent fighters, Lesnar's competitive experience in wrestling and MMA gives him an edge. Lesnar's track record of winning championships and his real-world fighting experience score him higher compared to Steven Seagal, whose combat experience is mostly within film. Physically, both fighters are evenly matched, standing over 6 feet tall and weighing around 286 pounds. This point ends in a tie, reflecting their comparable physical strength.
Well, they say anything can happen in the WWE. Eric?
Regarding martial arts background, Seagal's skills in Aikido and martial arts are very impressive. However, Lesnar's wrestling and striking abilities make this category difficult to determine. Seagal is known for his Aikido techniques, such as wrist locks and counterattacks, but Lesnar's wrestling and grappling skills give him a tactical advantage when the fight goes to the ground. Both fighters score high points for their respective martial arts abilities.